Sliders.
Sliders?
You never watched Sliders?
No, I didn't watch Sliders.
Oh, that was a good show.
I didn't watch a ton of TV in the 90s. I was busy raising babies.
I had no choice. It was something that my stepdad at the time was into, so Sci-Fi Channel. Because we had finally gotten DirecTV. We were high living at that point when we finally got DirecTV.
That's high cotton, my friend.
High cotton. High cotton.
As a transport to the South, there are several things that I didn't really understand, like the term, that's living in high cotton. I also really have a problem with umbrellas and the idea that water falls out of the sky for just no fucking reason. There's no monsoon, there's no storm system in Central America, that there's a reason that rain's falling, it just fucking happens here all the time. So I'm always confused. And why would you wear an extra jacket just because of rain?
Because we have this thing in the South called humidity, and that basically means humidities.
I don't know that a rain jacket, now understand that I don't understand them, but how does a rain jacket protect you from humidities?
It helps keep the top from becoming more like the bottom where the humidity tends to be.
Understood. I don't know that I like the way that feels, like the idea of that. Okay, so on point, thanks for joining us. We are talking about what an affirmation is and why an affirmation is a spell.
Yes.
So, who here knows what affirmations are? If you watched our video just before this, you'll know that an affirmation is not the goal, it's the statement about the goal. So when you're saying, I want to be 30 pounds thinner, we're gonna make sure that that's in line with your highest good and that it's an attainable goal, but that's not your affirmation. The thing that you look at when you look in the mirror, you're saying, I'm going to be healthier this year. What the words coming out of your mouth, there's a reason they call it spelling, because it's a spell. And spells don't have to be mystical, magical, rhyming things that like twinkle, twinkle, little star kind of stuff. They don't have to be that. They generally don't look like that. And when I'm spelling, even though I'm not a witch.
Neither am I.
Are you a witch?
I'm not a witch. By any stretch of imagination am I a witch.
Are you a dirty, filthy pagan?
I might be. Perhaps I did. Perhaps I have danced naked once or twice. Who knows?
And not all pagans dance naked though. At least in my experience.
Yeah,
there's tons of dancing. But
there is tons of dancing.
We're getting off topic. Yeah. Okay, so back to affirmations. What is this?
It's a rock.
It's a rock.
It's a rock.
Particularly, this stone is citrine, which is a stone used for its properties for joy. For me, personally, I associate this stone with joy. So I've got a big ass piece of joy in my hand. My affirmation this year is I'm doing this. And what I want to pull into that space is joy. This is fun. The thing that I'm doing is fun. I want to not forget in all the seriousness of starting a new business and opening up publicly what I believe and sharing my knowledge, what I picked up, and sharing the lessons I've learned. I don't want to forget that it's fun.
All this is about fun.
What is that?
This is rose quartz. I am not a crystals person. I can recognize some of them. I don't know all their meanings. I do know that holding this, I feel power and purity, and that's probably not what they stand for, but that's what I feel when I hold it.
That's incorrect. That's part of what they stand for. Generally, on the top, high 1,000-foot level, rose quartz is associated with love, like soft love, like pink roses, like a friendship hug.
Like this?
like this.
Okay.
Rose quartz is a I love you stone. But a lot of times when we're talking about I love you stones, we need to use rose quartz because rose quartz helps you purify that love and it raises the vibration so that it's highest good love, self-love.
Which is the only type of love spell you should ever do.
We're going to talk about that in a couple of weeks. Valentine's Day is coming up. We got a whole series about that. So wait on that.
Alright,
You said that you brought up a good point to talk about. Stones. When you're choosing stones, who cares what someone else says about what this stone is good for, what that stone is good for? I can tell you a million uses for each stone that I have experience with, but that may or may not be valid for you. What that means is when you're picking stones, set your intention. Hey, I'm looking for something that's going to help keep me grounded. I'm looking for something that's going to help keep me calm. Those types of things. How do you pick them?
Honestly, for me, I pick what feels, what if I'm walking through a gem store, right? And I've got, I'm surrounded by all these pretty gems, because you know they're pretty, and they're shiny. Some of them are shiny, some of them are not. I go, I like that one. I like that one. I like that one. And then I check prices, and I check my wallet and go, I like it, but I don't love it. But I digress, because we all know that wallet tell you,
Wallets
you like
are
it.
valid. Wallets
You
are
like
always
it.
valid.
You don't love it. But what I go by is this feels right. I don't like this one. Yeah, the color's okay, but I don't like this one. Or I go, that has to go home with me. That's how I pick mine.
That way that you catch your breath, like, oh,
Yes,
that's it. That's what I was here for.
That's it. That's the one. That's the one. It's like finding the perfect Christmas gift for somebody, the perfect birthday present, or immediately walking into the store and be like, I need that candy bar. That's going home with me.
Yes.
Yes.
It's gonna fulfill my need. It's gonna fulfill my
Yes.
craving. The candy bar is a good analogy.
Yeah, I mean,
A really good analogy.
yeah. Because I mean, you have days when you need chocolate, you have days when you need sweet and sour.
What about Laffy Taffy? Does that fall in? I like
It does.
Laffy Taffy. I miss the days that I had the crumble sugar. Sorry guys, we're terrible about tangents. Okay, so this is celestite. I use it to make sure that I'm engaging my guides, to make sure that I'm opening up for my intuition. For me, celestite, which is a quartz-ish geode. I don't really know. I don't know 1,000 things about everything, but what I can tell you is that when I hold this,
Don't you feel more
It-
balanced?
amplifies my guides actually.
Really?
So it helps me remember to seek my higher intuition, to seek my highest self. What is the best, coolest, smartest version of me think about what I'm doing? And my highest good.
Yeah.
I weigh everything against my highest good. Does this meet my highest good? Is the next thing I'm about to do? Is that, yes, petty panties are always valid, but sometimes petty panties are necessary.
Oh yeah, sometimes you gotta...
Will that meet your highest good? If it's a situation that's toxic, oh, guess what? We're gonna talk about that one too.
Yeah.
If it's a toxic situation, are petty panties towards my highest good? Simple, petty, snarky comment instead of a gigantic blow-off fight. Highest good means different things for everybody.
It really does.
What's that?
This is amethyst. I like this one. The Aries in me goes, ooh, clobbering stone, because look, it's a clobbering stone. But, so, when I hold this one, I feel protection. And I know it's associated with one of the chakras because it's purple, and I don't remember which one it is, but we'll get into those too. But I feel protection when I hold this.
Awesome. I use amethyst because it makes me feel peaceful. That cloudy purple, it makes me feel peaceful. That being said, how do these stones pull into your affirmation?
So, when we're going to pull in stones to our affirmations, or the way we do it, or the way I do it, whichever way works for you, I like to use these to help align my affirmations. Now, we talked about affirmations are just spells, basically. So we're going to take these and use their energies that they give off, because everything gives off energy. A rock gives off energy, plants give off energy.
Scientifically proven.
Very
Everything has a
scientifically
frequency.
Yes.
Everything.
Everything has a frequency. Scientifically proven. I can go ahead and there's so many articles I can give you if that's something y'all get interested into, and those sort of aspects as well, that have been scientifically researched, backed up in the scientific journals, because I am very big.
Getting lost again.
Oh, you're right. Sorry. Anyway, you take these and you use whatever calls to you, and you use the energy from that, put it around your affirmation. Now, if you've done it in a mirror and your mirror's hanging up on the wall, then you can put these underneath your mirror or anything like that. If it called to you, put it underneath there. If you've done it on paper, then wherever you've placed your paper, you can put your rocks around it and use that.
You can put it in a bowl.
Yes, in a bowl.
You can put it in a bowl. What I use them for, how I use these with my affirmations, is because I'm pulling in joy and intuition, I'm going to put them right where I can see them as a visual reminder. So I'm going to put them next to the mirror where I've written out, I'm doing this.
Yes.
To remind me to draw in joy. So I'm kind of making that link between this affirmation and joy, and to remind me to draw in intuition. Both of them are going to energetically touch my spell, which is simply a matter of saying what I need. I'm doing this. I need to do this. That's my affirmation. What does it look like for you?
My affirmation?
No, the use of the stones with your spell.
Oh, okay. Well, so mine doesn't. When I use my stones, it's not necessarily for affirmations. Well, kind of is. I use my stones in wards around my house for protection. Protection for me means that I have a piece of paper where I've written down certain things that are important to me for my family's sake and everything like that, and I put them in jars, and I put specific rocks in there with them.
Spell jars.
Spell jars. Yes,
Spell jars.
Spell jars. And I put them in the corners of my house, and that is my affirmation of this space is now protected. Nothing in this space that does not belong to me and mine's highest goods. So no negativity. Well, there's always some negativity, but
Can't have
nothing.
positive without negative.
Yes, I mean it's basically electricity, can't have positive without negative. But nothing here that does not serve mine and myself's highest good. So you walk into my house and you immediately go whoosh, and the rocks help with that. The pretty gems, they help with that.
All right,
Because
guys.
they
I know
want
we've probably left you with a ton of questions, and your minds are like, "What the fuck did I just watch?"
Yes.
But if you're still interested, feel free to send us a message. We can set up sessions. Again, we have that one-on-one 2-hour session coming towards the end of the month.
Yes.
And we do our sessions in 1-hour increments. The first session will be 2 hours, and that will be a kind of where am I type of session.
Where are you at? What is your goals? What are you, not what we think you should be, but where do you want to go? And we help you figure out how to get there. Now the initial consultation, as Angie was saying, we go, where are you at? And we help you get to that point. Then after that, we set up consultations, meetings, whatever you want to call them. Sessions that help you to put down a pattern of where you want to go and how to get there.
The here we go sessions.
Yes,
Kind of where am I? And then here we go. Let's go. Let's do this. And let's not do this alone.
Exactly.
We're
No
here
man is
to
an
make
island.
it easier. I promise. All right, guys. Let us know if there's anything we can help with. Have a wonderful rest of your day.
Bye guys. See you next time. We'll be here.
But we do need to make a video on small jars.
We
because
really do.
that's really a fantastic basic
Oh my
knowledge.
gosh, yes.
Basic knowledge.